Hi, my name is Ray, or some of you might know me as Tiki with Ray, and today we are talking about mugs, monkey mugs in particular. And I am surprised, Stephen, that we have not done an episode on these before, because if the heart of the Rocking Jellyfish Lounge is the monkey with fez.
Very true.
Yeah.
And I think all our friends and people who watch us have heard me say this. It's probably the third time I've said it on video, but on my 40th birthday, when we lived in Los Angeles, so many years ago.
You and Heidi.
Yes. And Heidi went to the local bakery, Gelson's, and went to this befuddled woman whose English was a second language and asked for a cake. And the cake actually had was this that you bought me as a candle, but it was actually this monkey.
No way.
She had it, she had it like to put on the cake. And a saying that I made up, that I've always had before I was into Tiki, is nothing says class like a monkey with fez.
Yep.
So 5 years ago, when we built this bar and I had taken my collection of stuff, as you said, there was already a number of monkey or ape and chimp elements into the bar. And you were, we were doing something else today. You were hanging out and you looked on the shelves and said, why haven't we done an episode on monkeys? God damn it. So here we are, mugs and monkeys and apes and etc.
And for the record, the entire time as we are filming this, I have the song Monkey Man from the Specials in my head.
Nice.
Just so,
do monkey man. Anyway.
Well, instead of monkey man, monkey mugs. And the interesting thing too is,
the monkey mugs now. Sorry. Usually I'm the straight man. I don't know what's gotten into
I think one of the members of the Specials actually does live in Gig Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
So I know he might see this video and be like, who's this? Who's these guys?
We gotta look him up.
Who's massacring my song? But that being said, originally when we were looking through your mugs, I'm thinking like, it'd be cool to do an episode on the monkey with fez mugs. But it ends up that you have several other mugs that are monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, so monkey mugs,
chimps, and related primates.
Yeah. And where should we start?
We can... Wow.
You do have a lot, and you do.
Per usual, we're really well planned here,
and I do have this one up here too. So
yeah.
Well, let's tell you what. Let's start with this one. Let's start with the quintessential monkey with fez.
Yeah.
And this is from Deadhead Rum.
Yeah. Odd Rodney. Here's to you, Odd Rodney.
Oh, he made the mug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you know Odd Rodney? I don't know.
Yeah, he's
heard of him.
Yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Here's to Rodney.
Yeah.
Or Odd.
So how did you find this one? I mean, I know they sell their rum
with the great, and in fact, I should have. My sister-in-law bought me the rum. I don't care for the rum, but I love the bottle, and I can get that out too. I have the bottle, with that.
It's chocolate. It's like chocolate.
There are two flavors, but chocolate's the predominant one. That's a really cool bottle,
and it's literally like a shrunken head, but it's like a monkey. I have that actually. There is booze in it, but like I'll never drink it. So if you come over to my house, you can definitely have some of it.
And I drink booze, but I might use it sparingly in a cocktail, but don't.
So where did you find this? Like, how did you get this?
I think I found it online.
Really?
From them when they, I don't remember when in the last 4 years, they came out, and it was one of those must-have. I must have this mug.
Yes, you do. And I love that not only is it a monkey with fez, but it's a shrunken monkey head.
Yeah.
Fez.
Yeah.
And now, and I have an affinity. I have a passion for shrunken heads now that I have my own. But that's another conversation.
Yes.
But sticking with the monkey with fez theme.
I guess we'll just, I don't know, should we go in an order or, per usual, we're really well planned, coordinated, organized, and scripted.
Is there any no, there's been some videos where you actually like plan things out and had notes and stuff like that.
I have. But normally, no. No. And this is definitely seat of our pants, fly by the seat of our pants. So this is...
Har and clay.
I bought this some years ago. It's dated 2016. And I think I got it, maybe he was vending, or maybe I got it online from him. I didn't get to know him until I went to Atlanta, and he and his wife put on the Inahule in Atlanta, an amazing tiki conference. And now that TikiCon is gone, that's my new regular.
Yeah.
I was privileged to speak there on Papua New Guinea.
And Jonathan has come out to TikiCon a couple times, and he's actually been at the Devil's Reef.
Yeah.
So had him on my show. It's been a long time, but he's a good dude.
Yeah.
And so what's the story with this particular mug?
From what I know, because of the vast, extensive research we did, meaning we pulled them off my shelves and put them out here, this is influenced by Edgar Allan Poe, Murder in the Rue Morgue. And in fact, it says 1313 Rue, meaning street, morgue.
Oh, really?
So that from the Edgar Allan Poe story.
Let me see this.
Yeah.
But it says a bunch of stuff on the back here. I mean, if there's anything that I know of Murder in the Rue Morgue, it's the Iron Maiden song. And I know that Jonathan's a metalhead.
What's next? This is a Doug Horn 2014 edition, where obviously I have a Doug Horn shrine over here where I have some of his prints, and I also over there have some of his original artwork he had done on commission for someone else that I had bought. This one, obviously, Doug Horn loves this character, this guy, I don't know if he has a name, with the devilish, and we'll show the prints too that I have with these guys in a bar, in the Atomic Tiki Bar. But it was also the Ren Clark severed head from Texas, so it's obviously influence of that.
Oh, it's a big influence on that.
Yeah,
I love the fact that I think with that mug, they were making that mug and selling it, I think in the 40s or something like that. And imagine people back in the 40s buying that mug. Hey, look at it! It's a severed head. We could take this home and drink out of it.
Now I don't know if that's still true, but when I got into tiki and tiki mugs, that was the original. If you could buy an original from Texas, severed head, that was the most expensive tiki mug, this is about 10 years ago, that you could find. I don't know if that's still true.
Yeah, it's pretty highly desirable. Let's go to the Midwest.
Let's go to the Midwest. It's a bar I have not been to.
I've been there a couple times now.
Yeah,
the Tiki Underground outside of Akron, Ohio. I'll tell you what, they had an older location that was, I guess, bigger. But then they moved to their new location, and they completely knocked it out of the park. I mean, it is a destination tiki bar as far as I'm concerned. And I was literally just there a couple months ago, and I highly recommend anyone to go there. But I didn't know that they had. So this is
I got this from them online. I don't know if we have a year on this bad boy. 3rd anniversary mug. From, I think, their original location.
Oh, wow.
I got it online. So, obviously, a lot of people only collect mugs from places they've been to. I don't, because if it's got the ape and monkey, and I really like it. But notice the eyes.
Yeah, and they're actually different colors, too.
Exactly. And they had different, I think, glazes and different colored eyes as well. So, I don't know how many editions they've had of this. But it's great, isn't it?
Bitchin' mug.
It is.
Jesse, great job.
Beautiful color, too. And then Cutwater has done some mugs. We've got 2, actually. We'll probably grab the other one.
Which one's the other one?
Right there.
This one here?
So Cutwater, for those of you who don't know, they make spirits, and they were originally a craft brewery. But they're most well known for canned cocktails.
Yes.
And for those of you who haven't seen it, they went across the United States and featured
5 home tiki
bars, and I was one of those that was privileged to be on that. They did a great job on it, and they gifted me with a couple of mugs. This is a ape species. This is holding up a skull, sort of like the. A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
When those guys That's what it reminds me of, when they're hammering the bones. And they did 2 glazes of this, and of this mug, and it's a Monk Tiki Imports created it for Cutwater. And is that Thor's signature?
Yes. Thor
Created this bad boy. 2 glazes, really cool. And then because Cutwater, it has a close affinity and affiliation with the Bali High in San Diego.
Yes.
And famous on the roof. Well, you can talk about this as much as I can, but
yeah, well, a lot of people know about Mr. Bali High, and that's a very, very famous mug. But then there's also the goof, and this guy is actually literally on top of the Bali High. And there is a mug for this.
Yeah.
But this is a shot glass version of shot glass mug of the goof. And this there is a take on the goof.
From Cutwater.
With the eyes and all. With the one eye out. And
then they created the evil monkey look. And
so
another
cool.
great mug. They did 2 glazes of that, and the folks at Cutwater gifted me these mugs as well. This is a mug I had. I actually had 2 of these, and I gifted another one, but I bought this before I was quote-unquote into tiki, because a number of mugs I had collected just before I was into tiki. I had 8 mugs, right? And what's great about this is the false jade earrings.
Oh.
Yeah, check it out. Aren't those amazing?
Yeah, well, one detail that I definitely see is he has the Maori tattooing on his face. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about tank, but this is a really cool mug, and it feels great in the hand.
Yeah, and it's just really but the earrings are just what sends it over the top. Then we'll talk about the last one, and then we'll circle back to these. So this, and I love it when I can get a shot glass. The shot glass costs me more. This is a relatively accessible mug in this glaze. There are other glazes that are more expensive and harder to find.
Yeah.
From 2004. It's from
damn.
Ape the Band, which I believe was San Francisco based.
Yeah.
It says tikimania.com, made in the USA, Tiki Farm, but back in 2004. So
Let me see that.
I got this at the DVA gallery. David Van Alpen had this pop surrealism gallery in Chicago when we lived there.
Yeah.
And I forgot what exhibits he had, but he had some mugs. And so, again, even before I was into tiki, I was into the apes and the monkey with fez.
Yeah.
So I had to get that mug. So I think that's where I got that mug. It was either in Chicago or Los Angeles, but I believe it was at DVA. Shout out to David and his family. And more recently, in the last few years. So as you can tell with the goof on the roof, I like to get shot glasses. So Tiki Tatsuya, when we had their takeoff on the Suffering Bastard, has an homage to it. What I like is I found the shot glass of the Suffering, so I can explain to people what the Suffering Bastard is.
Yeah.
So they understand the takeoff. Similar with this. Similar with the Little Fugu and Mr. Fugu we talked about. Go see our Japanese episode. So I found this online, which cost a lot more than this mug would cost online, but a oversized shot glass from Tiki Farm, and it does say SF California, so I was right, it was San Francisco, and it's the same 8 mug, so I can hang an oversized shot glass next to the original mug. The last one I want to talk about is we all have, or most of us have, a white elephant mug, the one mug that you might have been able to buy online, but it got away, or the one that you just hits all the marks and you have to have, right?
Yeah.
And this was the one that got away. This is from 2011. There was
2011.
It's by Grog, is the artist. There was an exhibit, and some of you who are watching this may have actually been there. it wasn't an exhibit. It was a party in 2011 out in the Salton Sea or the Mojave Desert, or out San Bernardino outside of LA. They had a tiki event in 2011, and the grog made this mug, which I had seen online, and this is the mug for the event that people who went to the event could have gotten. And it's based on a painting by David C. Wong. He did a series of a few, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 paintings, and Pete in Pittsburgh has one of the original paintings, by the way.
Is that an original? Because
I thought his was an original.
Oh, damn. I mean, I've seen that
You
one.
remember on the purple, when Pete lived in Seattle,
yeah,
and he had that purple wall. Yeah.
Damn.
He had David C. Wong art from this, and it was when I was building this tiki bar, and I saw your write-up on Pete's bar.
Yeah.
What was the name of
the Monkey Voodoo Skull Lounge.
Thank you. So obviously it drew my attention right away with that name.
Voodoo Monkey Skull Voodoo
Right,
Lounge.
And he had the bababoon in the basement.
Yeah,
great stuff.
A Moai water fountain. I love this place. That was life changing when I went there for the first time.
Well, you wrote, it was one of your earliest home bar write-ups.
Yeah, it was literally like, I think, Tiki Bar number 3.
And I was using your blog of write-ups to figure out what I wanted to do with this space.
Yeah.
And get some ideas and influence. And when I saw the painting in the picture, again, given that the only mugs I collect are, at the time, were the monkey with fez or apes.
Yeah.
This artwork just sent me through the roof.
Yes.
So I've always wanted this, and a few years ago on eBay, one of these came up, and there was a number of artist proofs that Grog and maybe Crazy Al did, because I think Crazy Al did a necklace for the event too, that I was able to luck into in eBay. They had done some artist proofs of different colors and shades, and it was either one of the art, and then they subsequently, after 2011, I believe some artist proofs, some unique paintings came on sale. And I bid on one, and I quit on eBay after like $400 or something.
Oh my
yeah.
God, really?
Yeah. I think somebody else was as desperate for it as I was. So it was the one who got away. It was the one I've always wanted. And then a couple of years ago, this was the edition that they gave to participants, and some artist proofs went on eBay, and I bid, and I got a couple. So I got the one they had, and then some of the artist proofs and paintings where they decided on this event. And any of you who may have been at that 2011 event or watching this can put notes in the show notes. But it was the one, and I got this, I want to say 2 years ago, the one that got away, the one must have. And so ever since I have more than one edition, I'm a happy camper. So now every mug I acquire, no matter how great the mug is just gravy in my life. And then I have to gift another mug to replace it, so I have room, because like a lot of people, I ran out of room real quick in this bar. I didn't realize how consumed I'd be on mugs. And so needless to say, I don't know if you're supposed to have favorites among children, and we have some great mugs, and no disrespect to any of these artists, and
I think
especially Doug, but this is my favorite mug.
I think there is favorites when it comes to children, but the parents just don't say it.
Right.
Want to support the Tiki with Ray show and look cool doing it at the same time? Then head over to tikiwithray.com and buy yourself a Tiki with Ray shirt. They're only $20. Tony Canepa did the design, and they're screen printed in America.